I'm Stephen Todd Walker, and here today to talk to you about entrepreneurs. It is October 2022, and I wrote two books years ago. The first one was Wave Theory for Alternative Investments, and it was based on entrepreneurs and venture capital and companies going public. Later, I wrote a book called Understanding Alternative Investments, which also was about venture capital and entrepreneurs and fabulous United States companies going public. The United States has had a long history of well-known entrepreneurs stemming all the way back to Ben Franklin, where the greatest minds have set up companies that still exist today, keep growing. And I found that during times of uncertainty, troubling times, such as we've had at the pandemic the last 2.5 years, those are the times where entrepreneurs surface. That's where you see the greatest amount of entrepreneurs developing. Now, I've looked back at the tech bubble, I look back at the Great Recession, I've studied other downturns, very trying times that America has had. And during those tough times, I have found in my research that the entrepreneurial spirit kicks in. And sure enough, during the pandemic, there are more entrepreneurs now than ever. So the statistics for small businesses back in 2019, before the pandemic, there were 30.7 million small businesses. Then in 2020, that's when the pandemic started. One would argue the pandemic started March 11th, give or take a few days, 2020. Back then, 2020, there were 31.7 million small businesses. And then, even with the pandemic causing a lot of businesses to go under, the opposite happened. The total amount of small businesses grew rather than dissipated. So in 2021, U.S. small businesses reached 32.5 million. Even with a lot of businesses closing due to the pandemic and the evil curses that it inflicted on Americans, the small businesses, the entrepreneurs, the amount grew. It didn't go down, it grew to 32.5 million. Now, the good news is in 2022, which isn't done yet because we just hit October, if you look at the end of September, this is 2022, American small businesses reached a total of 33.2 million. 33.2 million. That's up from 2019 when we had 30.7 million. So the entrepreneurial spirit exists, it grows, and today in America there are more small businesses than ever, and the entrepreneurial spirit is here to stay and getting stronger.